onto different stances. Once you get used to it, it's very, very powerful.
Let's have a look at these lanes. Indeed, eyes on Pure. It's a very different style of hero, right, to the Terror Blades that we've been seeing in play.
Yeah, it's not quite the same. Might be a little bit hard lane here to begin with. He's against the father-son lane of Mars and Zeus, by the way, in Dota lore, at least. I think Mars has a lot of damage early on, and it can be a little bit dangerous for Visage with 1 armor.
See in the mid. See how this one plays out. BZM this time, of course, on the puck, rather than the Zeus that he did pop off on last game.
Yeah, he played an outstanding game with Zeus. I think, in general, BZM plays well on heroes that can really, you know, shine, like Playmaker-style mid-heroes that can be aggressive and look for kills. And Puck definitely fits the bill for that, so expecting him to go for a Witchblade and want to just fight in this game.
Back, dogs!
In terms of the safe lane pressure that both carriers are going to be receiving, I mean, top, how do you think Uragi's going to do here? Can sort of Misha and the Jakiro provide enough safety for him against these two?
I don't think it's so easy for Jakiro to provide security, because he will always lose the trade against Skywrath, assuming that he doesn't get some Fog of War advantage. Because there's just a range disadvantage for the Skywrath. Pretty low HP on mid lane, but the bottle is arriving for both teams. Gonna regen up, but I think Alchemist should be able to get some farm, but he is taking more pressure than he would like.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I see bottom Tiger.
By Zeus!
A little far up here, Fishman.
Yeah, far up, but he got that deny. All about being as cheeky as possible. Stop the Visage farm.
Now, of course, Fishman knowing that he can't really do too much, Tiger, with that heavenly jump at the ready if Fishman does ever try and go on him.
Yeah. Seems like the lane is just sort of last hit battle. Visage is getting decent farm though. Clockwork is using his life. Has to be careful though. Don't get jumped by Mars as well as Zeus.
No, for sure, yeah. If Mars able to land the combo and Tiger's ready to commit in with the jump, could be deadly for the Clockwork.
Up, we see a bit of bullying. Misha is chasing down Kataomi, in spite of being like 35 movement speed slower, so
Radiant's middle
can't
tower
chase too
under
effectively.
attack.
Oh, CS in the top lane. Toby 13 for 5 against the 10 for 3. That's slight advantage. That's bottom. Again, trying to go for Tiger, but he's never at threat with that jump at the ready.
Yeah,
Always has the escape.
He can always get away, so doesn't even feel like you do much by threatening him.
On top, Uragi's got a point in the concoction.
Dire's
He's ready to
middle
fight.
tower
He'll
is
charge
under
straight for
attack.
Toby. One more punch will do it. It's first blood for him.
The unexpected 1 point stun. Big power play right there. Some people will just skill up greed or skill up the acid spray, but gets the stun immediately and caught him out a little bit by surprise.
Yeah, very tasty payoff. Getting a point in that early.
Oh, Clockwork has to be careful here. He's gonna get slowed. Spear.
Oh, into his own cogs. And they'll finish him off for that one. I mean, that really is the case. You know, the cogs, they're not going to be a threat.
Yeah, Alchemist starting to become more and more a force on this lane. He's staying high HP, doing a lot of damage, and in comes his helm. So now he should not be able to get punished, really. So looking towards Alex's lane to get easier Clockwork. Kind of fighting against two here.
Yeah, he's really trying to tank it against both of them, but the spear's up. Fishman, he's going to be dead for this one.
Yeah, he tanked it all right, but
In bed? You
can't really survive all those right clicks coming in there. It's not
Away
even
from those two in the chase that they hold. We'll see the build from Uragi, Armlet, into, of course, just rushing that Radiance as quickly as he can.
Dire's
Yeah, I think it's
middle
good.
tower
Armlet's
is under
super
attack.
value on Alchemist. You can keep it on. You have your regen from the ulti, and you do want Radiance.
Now, bottom lane, AMMAR, he's going to set up onto Pure, BZM, and Tiger. They've got the follow-up magical to burst through him and take him out.
His birds gonna get away, maybe? Oh, digs up a bit of
Oh,
gold.
there we go. More things to kill, more money to harvest.
With the Armlet now, he can farm pretty fast.
Bottom lane, AMMAR and Tiger. We go for the move on Fishman. Fishman's got back up on its way. Still quite far, though. See if he can live long enough. He's definitely making them work for it. They'll get the kill, but they've had to go pretty deep for this. So an opportunity for Entity to get some kills in return. Tiger will opt for the TP out, but they've got the Avalanche to stop it. As Entity, they should be able to punish both of them for this one. Indeed, AMMAR taken out as well as he can as a TB. That's for sure. See Fishman. Gonna get the catch on Misha. They'll probably just let him go. I mean, AMMAR's eyeing up the opportunity to start things off, and in fact, he's ready to turn this. As Misha is going to be able to get out to the side, will still die. They'll lose Fishman in return, jump forward with the toss. Stormstormer trying to burst through AMMAR, and with that control, they'll keep him in the Mystic Flare, and they will manage to take him down. They bring these fights, OG. And ready to respond to the push from Entity. Of course, they will have to take this Aegis on Stormstormer into account. Can make things a little more complex for OG in the team fights.
Yeah, the panelists were talking before the game how the high ground defense is really strong. Oh, might go for a kill here.
Well, Miragi, he's ready to get that concoction in. Fishman will try and hookshot away, but he gets taken out onto the side. BZM getting in deep with the Dream Coil. He's caught the two of them. See Stormstormer having to step back here. Miragi also retreating here, respecting the primal split from Toby. If he wants to get in again, though, because the primal split's soon to come to an end. BZM is actually, he continues to jump around the backlines. He was actually nearly able to bring Stormstormer down the once. He's incredibly low himself, and he will go down for that one. I know that Entity's here in the jungle. They've scanned it out. Now ready for the concoction. In they go. They're going to go straight for Toby here. It's a long stun with that concoction. Toby gets taken out. See Yuragi ready to start charging for the next target. Has got the BKB if he feels pressure. Katsumi turns with the Mystic Flare. Yuragi able to walk it off to the side, help the team take down another. Now they've got to really consider if they want to keep this fight going. Stormstormer's going to try and get back in. Is able to blow up Tiger here with the combo, but Yuragi's just going from 1-to-1 and he's cleaning them up. There's 3 dead hit on Entity.
Only the cores are alive now. The Pulse 1 and the Pulse 2 versus the Pulse 1 and Pulse 3.
And see if Yuragi wants to get back in and try and bail out AMMAR. He's going to try with the concoction, but AMMAR, he will fall. Entity ultimately will be the team to get
for travels and a blink next seems on. Puck has of course the Yules and the Witchblade. Good damage and also a save against Sky.
Yuragi ready to jump. And he goes for Fishman. Oh, Coil's going to be off the mark.
Just remember,
Quite catching Stormstormer.
Your own arm.
So they can hunt him down here. In fact, Stormstormer's sticking around. He has got BKB.
He's going to have to maybe TP.
I mean, he's holding it in for now. They want to try and keep this fight going. Off to the side, Yuragi jumps in, concoction back under towards Toby. AMMAR is following up with the arena. Can they stop him from getting the split off? They can. Big damage coming in with the God's Rebuke. AMMAR takes out Toby. Yuragi wants to try and push for more. He's still holding onto the BKB himself. He's going to go straight for Pure. See if they can take him out with the burst from BZM, but Stormstormer's ready to cover him. He's in with the Avalanche onto the tomb. Yuragi gets the BKB off in time, though.
Yeah,
Turn back over towards Fishman. Fishman bought back for this. It's a dieback from him. Yuragi going in for more. Jumps up, gets the catch on Pure.
And the high five before he kills him. Yeah, now he's ready to go and touch up Entity, perhaps.
Here we go. And he's been doing some great concoctions, and they're going to find Toby straight away. Thunder God's Wrath used to scout out the situation, and again, getting the jump on the Brew, eliminating what would be quite an important part of Entity's team fights. Multiple times now, Toby's just not been able to play in these fights.
Yeah, nice hook shot to the creep wave, getting away, but Clockwork still chased.
And look at this dive in from OG. They're ready to go into some tier 2s.
Oh
Silas
no.
will be there, but the coil, it's out. Onto the clock. Fishman taken out. Same to be said for Katsumi, not standing a chance. 3 dead on Entity.
It's very difficult to burst down BKB Mars. And Alchemists, I mean, you haven't been able to kill him a single time.
Yeah, Yuragi, indeed, he didn't need it. He's like, I'm not dying, boys. And again in with the jump. Concoction's there before the Ancient Steel. They've got the follow-up from AMMAR, keeping him locked against the walls of the arena. Toby taken out. And in fact, on the high ground as well, that arena getting double the value. Trapping in Katsumi, making sure that OG have to set up for 2 more. And
bring down.
Trying to catch them by surprise here with this wraparound from the mid. If this goes wrong, it might be game over. I'll see AMMAR, he's ready to respond. He's actually going to find them first. He's in with the BKB arena over to the side. Pure gets jumped. He's out. He's out of the fight. No buyback for him. Down for 70. And you can only imagine that OG now are going to be able to continue the cleanup at this one. Entity trying to scrape themselves back towards the base. But Fishman gets caught. Toby almost dying through the primal split here. We'll be able to turn with the stun, but BZM's jumping in, looking to finish him off. Get back over towards the base, and BZM did dive pretty deep for this, but he's got an Aegis. So he'll be back for round 2. Yuragi and the team looking to beat into the tier 4s.
Yeah, they're just going for the ends. They know there's nothing that can really stop them. They got shielded. They took one of the tier 4 towers. Gonna back up there. They're just trying to see if they're gonna tap out, I think.
Perfect! Of course.
Coming up to the side. They've actually managed to find Storm outside of the base. They've caught him with the stuns. Ice Spark to follow up. He goes down. No buyback on him. Katsumi will try and throw out a Mystic Flare, but he's going to die for getting too close to the side as OG collapses in upon him inside the base.
Highest amount of net worth at 30 minutes on any hero this DPC tour. Yuragi with a 29,800 net worth. Minute 30.
And they're ready to close it. They go for one final smoke here, Entity. But already BZM's in with the jump, catches him with the silence. Fishman will try and hook shot over, but the Ice Buff holds them back. Yuragi's ready to pick up more kills. Takes down Fishman. The Ancient exposed. OG, they're down for kills. They're down for taking the Ancient, whatever they fancy here, as there's nothing that Entity can do to stop them at this stage. AMMAR even getting up into the fountain. They're ready to dive in deep. They're going to go straight for it. They take out Pure inside his own fountain. GG is called. OG will take game 2, and with that, the series is cleanly theirs, 2-0. Yeah, this second game, this was not a close one, Wagga.
No.
It very much felt that Entity tried to go for sort of some big brain moves here with the draft.